All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2025 Virtual University and Degree Information Fair. This week-long event highlights diploma to degree pathways for Seneca Polytechnic graduates with our partner institutions. My name is Sheila Mureithi, and I'm the Pathways Engagement Coordinator at Seneca's Academic Pathways Office. Today, we are joined by Jalil from Carleton University to share more about the opportunities available at Carleton University. He'll share a short presentation and then we'll return for a Q&A session. A quick reminder that all our sessions are being recorded, so if you miss any, you'll have the chance to watch them on demand later on. Okay, so over to you, Jalil.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us here today. And a big thank you for Seneca Polytechnic for helping to organize this. So, welcome everyone to the Carleton University presentation. It's so nice to have you here. To begin, my name is Jalil Alab, and I'm a recruitment coordinator here at Carleton University, Canada's capital university. I work as a recruitment coordinator, and it's our goal to make sure you know all about our different programs and student services before you're able to join the Carleton University Ravens community. There's multiple different universities throughout our entire country. Actually, there's almost 100 public universities, and if you add in all the private ones, the total goes to over 200. I want to explain to you today why Carleton University is among Canada's top 4 best comprehensive universities, one of the best for student and faculty awards, doing really great work in a number of different programs, and being incredible for areas like student academic accommodations, and then also financial aid and support. So throughout today's presentation, I want to be going over some general aspects of the university, and then also diving into what makes Carleton very special, why I and 32,000 other students currently are students at Carleton, and why we hope for you to join us in the future. So to begin of where we're going to put Carleton University on the map, Carleton University is located on the traditional and unceded territories of the Algonquin Nation here in the city of Ottawa, the nation's capital. For us at our university, we love to cherish the Indigenous heritage of the staff, students, and faculty by employing the Kinamagouan strategy. The Kinamagouan word means learning together, and it's a strategy for all of us to learn together about this incredible heritage and to cherish it at our university campus. So, for those of you who've never seen it before, this is the Carleton University campus in a bird's eye view because, of course, we are the Ravens. Carleton is located in the city of Ottawa, which is a G7 capital with more than 1 million people inside it. The city of Ottawa ranks among the best talent markets in Canada and the city with the lowest unemployment rate, as well as being one of the safest cities for people to have a family and grow here. Some advantages of being here in Ottawa is that it will be the heart of all of the government and all of its different actions. Every single government office, apart from Veterans Affairs, is located here in the city. And if you're more interested on the technology side, we are also called the Silicon Valley of the North. So the biggest tech center in Canada would be here because we have about 2,000 different companies in engineering, science, and multiple other fields that are located just here in the west end of our city. And of course, if you're interested more in international opportunities, there's multiple different embassies and high commissions here in the capital city. For those of you who are looking at the Carleton campus for the first time, it's what's called a self-enclosed campus. So we're physically separated from the rest of the city by the Rideau River on the bottom, Bronson Avenue to the right, which kind of functions like Yonge Street in Toronto, being a major area. And then finally, at the very top, that's where we have the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Rideau Canal. There's exactly 50 buildings at Carleton, and they're broken up into 3 major areas. Over on the right-hand side, that's where we have the main area for athletics, where you can be doing things like basketball, weightlifting, or swimming. And then over on the second area on the top, that's where we have the main area for residents, with 12 different residence buildings, all safely connected to the Carleton campus. And the biggest chunk will be on the bottom left, which is our main area for academics, not only housing great areas for classrooms and study halls, but also incredible resources for laboratories, facilities, and to do incredible research with our professors. So, diving right into it, you'll notice that Carleton has a lot of really fast facts that help us stand out among the different universities. One of the things that I love to highlight is that we have the third largest co-op program in the province of Ontario among the 23 schools that are here. And so, when we have this connection to the government and a lot of private companies, this gives you multiple opportunities for co-op and future career services. I would also love to point out that we're the number one most accessible university in Canada for students with visible and non-visible disabilities through our Paul Menton Centre to provide students with academic accommodations. And for students who are at Carleton, they'll definitely understand that we are ranked among the top two universities for financial aid for scholarships and bursaries. And there are multiple opportunities to get that as you progress in your Carleton University experience. In terms of picking a program, there's more than 150 opportunities available, but at Carleton, we narrow them down to 5 major faculties. Our first faculty is the Faculty of Science, and at Carleton, we're top 5 in Canada for medical and scientific research funding. We have our most popular program being computer science, but there's multiple other fields that we are actually introducing for the first time now in September 2025, because these are what infrastructure and what the world really has in demand. Things like cybersecurity and data science, and of course, multiple other programs. One thing that I would like to point out is that our nursing program is the newest nursing program after 20 years in Ontario, but currently at this time, it will be restricted to students applying directly from high school or cégep in Quebec. Going into the science and engineering fields, you'll understand that Carleton and Ottawa as a whole are very research focused. A lot of our initiatives, like the Tiny Earth initiative within health sciences, are not going to be offered at a lot of different locations. And also keep in mind that a lot of our professors are not ordinary professors. They're leading Canadian research at places like the National Research Council or Department of National Defense, and being able to teach our students at the same time because they're all located in the same city. In terms of engineering, we have the second largest engineering faculty in the country. We have 14 different programs ranging from traditional things like civil, mechanical, electrical to very niche programs as well, like biomedical engineering, which is what I did, doing other things like communications engineering, and then also our brand new program for mechatronics engineering. And if you're more artistically inclined, you can do more programs within architectural studies, industrial design, or other things within information technology like interactive multimedia and design. Keep in mind that a lot of our programs like industrial design can be very difficult to find, and having the opportunity to do that here at Carleton will definitely give you experiential learning and especially co-op opportunities because all the programs in that faculty have that available. Next, going into arts, social sciences, and public and global affairs, keep in mind that Carleton is number one in Canada for social sciences and humanities research funding. Within arts, there's multiple different fields that you can go into, and many of them have co-op available, especially things like our general studies, which is online. This is an example of a new program that we're introducing in this year. And a lot of our programs are actually very nice to have, especially when you're in the city of Ottawa for these faculties. Music, for example, some of our students were able to do some research into older music and actually were able to present and perform that. And they're able to do that because things like the Museum of History are located right here in the nation's capital. So out of 9 national museums, 7 of them are just here in the city of Ottawa. Going into one of our other very well-known programs is journalism. We have the oldest and I would say best developed journalism program in Canada. And if you're interested in other areas like media or media production, you can definitely study those at Carleton. And if you're really inclined towards the government or making an impact on society, programs like social work, global and international studies, and public affairs and policy management can really help you to do that. And keep in mind that our students at Carleton are not just passively learning, they're being active participants by actually becoming authors and sharing their knowledge with the rest of the world, like my colleague Keisha. And finally, our last faculty is our Sprott School of Business, which does have multiple different programs. One of them, which is accounting, is a program we've been teaching for a very long time, but now it is also available as its own standalone degree that we're planning to introduce this year. Within commerce, there's other things like finance, marketing, entrepreneurship, and multiple more, and of course, international business. At our school, we love to have our innovation hub, which is a great area for students to get their ideas off the ground and to be able to get support in all of those different respects. Now, once you've picked a program, one really great way to kind of expand on that is to focus on the 3 C's of career learning, which at Carleton we love to do. One C is called making connections. At our university, we love to get you in touch with a lot of job fairs, networking events, bringing people from industries over and to speak to you. The second C is to develop your competencies. Almost every program has co-op, and even the ones that don't have a full year of paid work to be co-op can have placements, practicums, internships, and other opportunities for you to actually put your knowledge into action. And the final C is to get continuing support, because even after you've graduated from Carleton, students can come back and get more support for entering a new program, further studies, or other support with their career. Next, going into the Carleton community, we want you to cherish the experience you have outside of the classroom as well. So there's over 170 clubs and societies for you to partake in. And one really great example of that community would be residence. So students who are coming from college can know, as I mentioned before, that there's 12 residence buildings on the Carleton campus itself. And although residence is not guaranteed for college transfers, students can still make an application, and there are opportunities available to participate in this community. Also, keep in mind that we have our great athletics community, which will be an opportunity for you not only to go and develop your own physical skills and abilities, but also to participate in showing your Carleton support. A lot of our events are some of the biggest in Canada for university sporting events, especially, for example, the Panda Game, which is Carleton University going against our friends at the University of Ottawa for the largest Canadian university sporting event. Now, I know this is just a really general overview of a lot of the different aspects about Carleton, such as our programs and communities, athletics, etc. And if you're interested in having deeper conversations on certain topics, that's where you can tune into our Talking Raven podcast, where we'll be having 20, 30-minute long conversations on things like what residence is like or about your career aspirations. And definitely keep in mind that at Carleton, we always want to see you at CU. So we definitely encourage you to sign up for a campus tour and also stay in touch with us on our social media. And if you have any questions, definitely book a meeting with us, and a member of our recruitment team, whether it's myself or my colleagues, will definitely be glad to give you more information on transferring to Carleton, different things like financial aid opportunities, and more about what makes Carleton University one of Canada's top 4 best comprehensive universities. So before we go into the Q&A, I do want to thank all of you for tuning into this presentation today. I wish you all the best with your studies, and we hope to see you at CU in the near future. Thank you so much, everyone, and a big thank you to Seneca as well.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful presentation. So let's see if we have any questions. Okay, none so far. Going to give it another minute.
Mm-hmm.
Can students apply for multiple programs at the same time?
That's a great question. Yes, when you're applying to Carleton, you can apply for a maximum of 3 programs for one entry term. So students can apply, for example, to business, to law, to apply also, for example, to science. You can have up to 3 program choices for one entry term, but keep in mind at Carleton that you'll need to rank your choices if you're applying to more than one program. So if you're applying to, for example, business, law, and science, you'll need to rank which one will be your first choice, the one you would like to have the most, then second choice and third choice.
Okay. Okay, so it seems there are no more questions, so we can close the session. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. And if you have any further questions, feel free to book a meeting at the QR code or email us at admissions@carleton.ca.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
My
Bye-bye.
pleasure. Thank you so much.